I've been over here just moving shit around, not even noticing. I really hate this app. So anybody here who hasn't hit the subscribe button, please hit it so that we can get to 1,000 subs. And then I can just hit the subscribe or the stream from YouTube button. Not have to deal with this third-party app anymore because this shit's flipping ridiculous. And it costs you nothing to hit the sub button, so there's no excuses. Okay, police. Let's see. Let's get these two up here. Then what I might do is put something else over here. Just trying to figure out what exactly. You know, honestly, if we were to put, let's see. Trying to keep the epics kind of together here. Let's move this back. Wait, no, wrong one here. Let's do this one. That one there, and then we'll put this one right there. I'm gonna put that there so maybe I'll tell if you guys go missing again. It'll be right in my face. Okay. So, let's see. What do we got? I don't think I like this red bridge here at all. I'm going to try something else, I think. I honestly don't know if I like the water just yet either. I'm thinking I want to do some kind of... I almost want to extend the wall another length. I don't know. And maybe bring... Why... Let's see. Let's try to fix this bridge issue first. You know what we might be able to do? Let's move this. Let's bring this a little closer. Take this. Move it. I don't know if I want to... Trying to get it to... These things are a pain in the ass. Especially when your phone's like locking up and glitching. There we go. Okay. You know, I should have put one right here. Let's put this. So really not... Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I have another one. Okay. Now... There we go. Okay. That looks better. Much better, actually. Now, let's see if we can... Might do the middle. Why do I have that? Hang on. Why do I have a road there like that? That road does not even need to be there like that. Why do I have that? Let's eliminate that. Okay. We can put parks there or whatever now. Let's see. I could do a bridge, I could do a park, I could do, I don't know, trees. I could move these over and just have it. Okay. Kind of the theme we've been going with for now, so I think we're going to go with that. And then, what do we got for the other parks? I don't know if I like that one. Hold on, let's look. Nope. All right, we're going with the pink tree, I guess. And then we're going to go with the 2 trees here. What other ones did I do? I did the yellow. Okay, let's try. Wonder if, let's see, let's try this one and see what it looks like. Well, of course now it's nighttime. Why wouldn't it be? Okay. I'm going to try out a couple bridges here and see what they look like. You know, either that or the Plumb Bob Bridge. Let me try the other one. You know, I almost like the other one better. That almost looks too futuristic for that area. I mean, it matches the house, you know what I mean? But it doesn't match in general at all. Okay. I wish they would give us some better fucking bridges. It's either going to be the suspension or this one here. Yeah, suspension looks better. Okay. So we're going to go suspension, and then let's see, where's the suspension at? Yeah. Honestly, I wish they would give us more bridges that looked good horizontally. You know, like how they have like the half moon cuts and the water runs underneath of them. Okay. And then let's see. Looks like I'll deal with this area later. Okay, I need to figure out what I'm going to do up here. I'm going to do the wall the same way. Cross this. But then what to do beyond the wall? Let's see here. Get rid of this. You know, I'm kind of thinking that if we went and did that with the, hang on. Like this. I need something taller back here, I think. That, or I need to block a lot of this off. Trying to think of what I can put here to kind of block this shit off, because this shit's ugly. Yeah, I thought about that. And then I thought it might be too might be too thin, you know what I mean? Kind of thinking, hang on. God damn, why do I have allergies again? Hang on. Give me a second here. No, it's weird. It's like, it's always when I come here in the morning and I park here. I don't know if there's like something I'm allergic to in this area or what. Because it happened in my grandma's car, and so it's not anything like in my car. Okay, let's see. You know, I didn't even mean to line that up with the entrance, but it looks kind of cool. I'm trying to think maybe if I don't know if I want to put another wall behind that that teepee looking thing, or if I want to kind of wait for those Chinese walls to come out, but those things are kind of short, so I don't know. Why are these people? Oh, that's right, traffic. Okay. I think I'll deal with that area a little later. So let's see. We've got that wall. What should I do with the water? Should I bring it down? Should I eliminate it? I don't want to do too much water on this map. I feel like that would be retarded. You know what I mean? Like, it's too deserty to do too much water. I kind of thinking I want to do a big lake right here in the center. Not big, but you know what I mean? Maybe like about the radius that you see here and that, but I don't know. I don't know. Because what would I put around the lake is the question. Because I'm not doing houses. Let me see what I got for buildings here. Kind of theme I could do. I'm not a big fan of the stadiums and sports. All right, this could go out here. Anything like Chinese style is going to have to go on this map because it's not going on any other map. And that's going to have to go out. Probably the eagle somewhere. Probably a few of these. The mummy thing could look kind of cool there. You know, I wish I had the Taj Mahal. I'd do it like a kind of like an Aladdin display. Let's see, what is this? These UFO hotspots are like kind of lame, I think. Not a big fan of those. You know, a lot of the stadiums and stuff, even if I wasn't somebody that didn't care much for sports, they don't look very cool. But the coolest one is probably the hockey one in that Golden Goal Stadium. What is this lady doing? You're in my way, lady. Okay. Ow! Jesus Christ. You know what I might do? Get that out the way for a second. I need somewhere to put this stupid clock. I know that. This thing's ridiculous. I can't find anywhere that this thing looks good at. Like at nighttime it looks fine, but during the day it just looks terrible. Okay. Let's try that for the moment. And then I think what we'll do... That's universal for the time being. I have way too many of these stupid things, I know that. I like this one because it's universal. I could take out... No, I can't. Shit. Because that stupid... Arrgh. Alright, let's work on this waterfront area here. Let's get this going first, I guess. It's not supposed to. It's a seasonal shop. So when you click on your shop, you'll see the days that it's open. Like if you click on your sports shop, your Santa shop, it'll tell you how many days you have left. Okay. Honestly, a lot of this stuff, just read the menus. A lot of it's in really fine print, or like if you click the little eye at the top right corner, you look really closely in the detail, you'll see usually there's an explanation for the madness. Like, for example, like right here, that tells you everything you need to know about it. Like if you hold down on it, it should tell you, you know, how many days you have left. These aren't seasonal shops, so they're around all the time. So if anybody here who has house upgrades that are asking for stuff that the shops are no longer running for, the reason that it's doing that is because it was asking you for them when that shop was active. So what I tell people to do is after they close down a shop, so when the Santa shop closes down, go through all your buildings and hit this little refresh button and hit OK. And it will not give you those materials again once that shop is closed down. But as long as you don't do that, it's going to stay that way until you do that. So if you haven't done that since that shop was active and you haven't upgraded it, that's why you're seeing that it's asking for those things. So go through all your houses and just hit this little refresh button. And yes, usually the seasonal shops do come back around. For example, we've had this Christmas one like 3-4 years in a row now. So this was the first year we had that one though. And so I'm assuming they're going to bring it back next year, but you know, SimCity likes to do some crazy shit. The Christmas one's going to be here only, a couple more days. It wasn't around as long as the sports and the other one. If you don't want to upgrade on that specific house, you can click the circle one, the one next to the right of it, and it'll transfer it to a different house as long as you have another one that's upgradable. What's up? Everybody get presents for Christmas? Or you got kids you have to wrap for, or what? Monster kids complaining they didn't get enough, and you want to bounce the iPad off their forehead. Okay, let's see. Happy Christmas. As you can see, I got up very early and ran away from home. Like, fuck this. No, we did Christmas. They opened the stuff for me last night. So they were happy about that. I was going to do something for them this year, but it got way too damn cold. So I'm like, fuck that. I was going to leave a note on the tree that said Santa was too fat to fit down the chimney. His fat ass ate all the cookies and he couldn't fit down the chimney. And that their presents were outside and that they had to go hunt for him like an Easter egg hunt. And I was going to give them like a list of how many presents they had outside and where to look, you know, like go look in the backyard. But it was so damn cold. I'm like, fuck that. Maybe next year. Like, it got damn cold. And then they were super excited to open all their stuff. So I'm like, whatever, fine. I mean, when you're a kid, that kind of shit is memorable. You know what I mean? I would have loved that as a kid. I'd have been like, dude, fat Santa, what a pig. Where's my shit? You know? All right. I sponsored a family this year for Christmas, so that was pretty cool. The community page that I run all kind of came together and donated a bunch of stuff for these kids. There was 2 families, actually. So that was interesting. That took a lot of my time, hence why I haven't been streaming as much, because I've been busy running around doing that. Okay, let's see. What can I put here? You know, I'm not a big fan of these damn trees, and I really kind of don't like how we can't put stuff up against the walls. It's really stupid. I was kind of hoping that they would give us kind of like a drawbridge, you know? But I haven't seen anything like that come out yet. Okay, let's see. What do we got? They have so far every year that I've been playing. Hang on, let me look and see what your question was. I must have missed your question here. Oh, yes, you can. So, kind of. The way that it works is, let's say that I had my phone and I log log into my account using Facebook, Google, whatever. And then I have my tablet that is also logged into that Facebook account. So I have the same city on 2 devices. If I open up both cities at the same time, it's going to constantly give me a notification if I want to overwrite my save, because it's having trouble keeping up with, okay, you're over here making changes, then you're over here making changes. So as long as you only have the city open on 1 device at a time, you won't have that problem. But yes, you can. So sometimes, like, what people would do back in the day before hacking became super popular with, like, Game Guardian, what they would do is they would go on 2 devices and they would have the game open on 2 devices, right? They would sell all this stuff in their inventory. Like, let's say they had like 40 storage. So you would sell it to me, I would buy it, and then you would, because you would have the game open on 2 devices, you would take the other device when the notification would pop up, and you would hit load from previous save, so that you didn't like overwrite when you sold the storage. So the storage is in my inventory, right? But you're on this other device saying, no, don't overwrite my save, just go back to the previous one. And then you close the city that you sold the items on. And so when you reopen it, you have the items and I have the items. And that's how people were doing that for the longest time. That's what people were doing. And then people kind of figured out better ways to hack with Game Guardian, and so they stopped. No, they will not ban you. So what you're going to do is you're going to go download the game on your phone or whatever. It doesn't matter. You want to shift it from your phone to her tablet. Okay, so what you want to do is go on the tablet, download the game, play through the tutorial long enough till you get the settings button on the right-hand side. Hit login with Google and make sure that you're logged into your Google account on the tablet itself. Okay, and then it'll ask you if you want to upload your save, and you'll say yes, and then boom, there's your city. Now, if you wanted to, let's say you were playing the tablet at home, and you're playing your game and all is well. And then you're like, I'm going to leave the house for a while. So you turn the tablet off, you put it in the drawer, you leave the house, and you now have your city on your phone as well. So you can leave and make changes to your city and play and do whatever on your phone. You can play on 2 different devices. You just don't really want to have them open at the same time. Otherwise, you're going to get that stupid, annoying message a lot. You could still do it. It's just going to be annoying. The reason that a lot of people have trouble is because they have multiple Google accounts connected to one device, or they have multiple Facebooks connected to one device. And so maybe they'll forget one day and they'll hit login with Facebook or something. And then all of a sudden they now took the same city and wrote it to another Facebook. For example, my city, let's say I was to make a brand new Facebook. It's already saved to my Facebook, but let's say I was to make a brand new Facebook and I was to hit login with Facebook, it would save my city to that Facebook too. So now I can log into multiple Facebooks on the same city. That's what I did on accident with the walkthrough city, because I was annoyed at Shang. He was driving me nuts, and I went and I clicked it, and I thought that I had logged out, and I didn't, and it logged me back into my main city. And so I had to make a whole new Facebook with a whole new Gmail and everything, all because of that one mistake. God, I was so pissed. And then when you first make a Facebook, you have to wait a whole hour before they let you save anything to it, which really sucks. Yeah, he was on the top of my shit list that day. Okay, let's see. It's kind of honestly really confusing the way they have it set up. I wish they would just get with the flipping program and just say, hey, here's like what Steam does or Battle.net or Blizzard, what they do with Battle.net. You know, just say, hey, here's your EA account. if you do fucked up shit, we're going to hack you, ban you, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to ban your stuff for hacking, and you're going to be suspended for X amount of days or whatever and have to make a whole new account. And then you could, like, have multiple cities saved. Like, maybe have a certain amount of cities that you can save to it. Or delete cities. You know, that would be cool because it seems kind of ridiculous you can't delete your city. Like, once it's there, it's there. You can't, you know, what's really annoying is when you read the EA rulebook or whatever, their reasoning for not allowing you to delete your current city is that you can just bulldoze everything and start over. It's like, hello, dumb fucks. You know that I am not that stupid. Okay, so why in the hell would anybody, and I've never understood this, you want to start over because you screwed your city up, right? So you bulldoze all of your work? How does that help you? That just sets you even further back. The whole reason of restarting is that maybe you leveled up too quick, or you unlocked things you shouldn't have, or you bought things you didn't want, or you wasted current opportunity, right? It's not just about what's on your map. That's all fixable. It's about the rate that you leveled up. Which they know that, you know what I mean? It's like that does not help. Okay, let's see. So I'm trying to figure out what to do in this area here. And I'm thinking, let me see what's the tallest stuff I have here. I've got that Eiffel Tower. What the hell? What is this? Oh, that is lame. Okay. That's probably going to go on my other map. See, that... Oh, it's going to go on the other map, too. Okay. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff. Like, maybe I left it on my other maps or something. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm probably going to put one of these out here. I don't really care much for that. Yep. So if you need help, let me know. I'll be on the stream. You can ask me. Download the game, get through the tutorial. You'll see this little settings button up here right below the cash, the money. This little settings button here. Once that pops up, then you can hit login. Which honestly, it pops up pretty quick now. They've changed it. Okay, let's move this. And I think I'm going to get some of this stuff out the way here. I don't know if I'm keeping these houses here or not. We'll see what happens here. I don't want to bulldoze this whole road because this fucker's expensive. Okay. All right. Let's see. I don't know if I want to draw that road up or what. You can't get that. That's a contest to mayor's building. A lot of these things are, which sucks, because, yeah. Because you can't get them. Really sucks. I mean, think about, like, all the stuff that's in these passes, you know? You can't get them because they're, you know, like a one-time ordeal, so. Okay. I don't like this road here, but I don't want to have to move these houses. Let's try this. Maybe. Okay, for now, that's what's going to have to happen. All right, let's see. What do we got? How to block this off. You know what might... Where's that one? Got entertainment. Let me go look around on my other maps here for a second. You know, rather than me drop this stream completely, I'm going to take you guys into the gas station to get coffee. Oh, well. Okay, this stupid mask on. How many years? I've been playing this game too damn long. 6 years? Something like that. It's been a long ass time. Why is my car beeping? That is annoying. It's kind of a pain in the ass to actually get the stream started, so I'd rather not have to restart everything just to run in here and get coffee. What am I on? 1? Okay. Shit. Oh, that's comforting. They have the whole fucking... the front of the gas station, the doors all wood. Like they got ran into or shot at. Okay. You know, if they had my coffee place open, I wouldn't have to do this. Drink this nasty ass coffee. Tastes like it came out of a toilet. Okay. Let's see. Anybody here do keto? I wish they had more, like monk fruit and stuff here. What is that? You know, I'm not seeing... I think I did that. Jeez, what kind of fat ass needs pumpkin pie fucking coffee? That's so gross sounding. You don't realize how much sugar's in everything until you start keto and you can't have any of it. You're like, what the hell? Okay. I don't see anything on here. All right, I'll get this and the rest on one. Yep. Okay. You know, what the hell? Youch! I bought one of those chargers with the... It's got like this piece that you plug into the bottom of your phone. And then it's like a, a universal charger. It's got a magnet, you know what I mean? It connects to anything. So you just plug all these little pieces into whatever phone you have. And then you can use the charger for any device. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. What can go wrong, right? Like, you don't have to unplug it from your phone. No problems. And then last night I go to hit the thing and plug the magnet piece in. And there's no magnet piece on the bottom. The thing's still plugged into my phone, but the magnet's missing. And I'm like, well, that fucking sucks. So, yeah. At the moment, I am pretty much chargerless. I gotta buy more chargers on Amazon now. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to go with those again. Not to mention, the end of the cord lights up so flippin' bright that when you play in the middle of the night, it's like this big beaming blue light in your eyeball. So I'm like, well, I guess I can electrical tape it, but that's annoying. Okay. Did I miss any comments here? We're in war right now. You got to join in when we're in a cooldown period. We start war 12 hours before calm. And then we get out of war and we have 12-hour cooldown. And that's the only time you can get in between now and when this war ends. And then when this war ends, we have about 1 day off. Those are the only times to get into the group. Right now, we're pretty full, honestly. We have somebody in our group by the name Eden. And every time I ask if people have seen him, everybody's like, yeah, I saw him, I think, once. But then it's like, I never see the guy, ever. I don't think I've ever seen him in the chat. And I'm starting to wonder if people are just saying, yeah, I see him, just so I don't boot somebody. And it's like, dude, there's no way, man. I want people to screenshot when they see this dude, because I swear to you, like, I probably have seen him talk like 3 times. But everybody's like, oh yeah, I saw him. It's like, when? When the fuck did you see him? Because, I mean, I back read quite a bit, just to double check to make sure people are, active. And I never see this dude. CPT never sees him either. So... And then we've got, let's see. Let me double check the members list and see if I can make room for you. Because right now, that one space is supposed to be for the community depot. Air screenshot missing. What? Okay, let's see. Zozil, I never see him. I see him every now and then. I do see him I would say maybe twice, 3 times a week. I see him once. Like one message every, 2-3 times a week. Sayonara, never see them. And Eden. Those are the ones that are probably the most inactive. But it could be that they're, I guess, on during when I'm not on, but that's a very short window, Because even when I'm not talking, a lot of times when I'm streaming, I'll double check the chat or whatever between streams. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. Normally this would be the time that I would be streaming, so at least I know that she's on. Yeah, I see her too. What about Eden? Do you ever see him? Like, honestly. Because no joke, I never see that guy. And then people are like, yeah, I saw him. It's like, when? I know Danny, he's in Hawaii. So I don't see him very much either in the actual game chat. I don't know. He's new, though, so. I think he's 3 hours behind me. So I might just be on at the wrong time. Okay, let's see. CPT, he's off between about 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. my time is his nighttime. All right. What time is it? 7:04. Okay. I'm going to have to go here in about 20 minutes. I got to go do Christmas at my mom's house. Okay, let's see. It's a residential. I'm not seeing anything here that would even look good over there. I don't see anything really. Where the hell did I put all my stuff? Am I really just broke? I just don't have much? What the fuck? Why am I selling all my regionals when I'm supposed to be planning for an epic? Shit. Totally forgot about that. Damn it. Okay. Give me a second, you guys. Yeah, I don't have much room right now, but yeah, if you come across any regionals, let me see what I got. I know I got to get rid of a lot of the war stuff. Let me go see. I was supposed to last time, but we got hit so hard. Every time I'd open my game, I was under shield. I'm like, damn it. And I didn't want to have to repair fully just to hit once. I only had like 2 minutes I was on. All right. I think we're in the attack phase. Ah, what? 3 hours? Jesus. Has it really been that short amount of time? Okay. So, I meant to talk to you guys about something on here, but I can't remember what the hell it was for the life of me. It was something that a lot of people ask. I had come across some threads like on Reddit or whatever, and then I was reading the game reviews because I was looking for another builder game on Google, and I had clicked on SimCity, and I was looking at the reviews, and I'm like looking at all the 1 stars and stuff, and I'm seeing that the majority of the reason why this game gets such bad reviews is because of people being stuck, broke, and unable to really do much of anything. And so I started to think about it, and I'm like, you know, it's got to be extremely miserable, and I know because I did the same thing, but it's got to be very miserable gameplay when you don't know what you're doing, and you got to understand that when you first start out playing a game, you don't know what you're doing, right? And so at first, this game is super fun and addicting, and you're able to kind of make it work, you know what I mean? Like the first, I want to say, maybe 15 to 20 levels. And then if you don't play all your cards right, you end up really screwing yourself up, and it becomes this miserable, unenjoyable suffering of constantly being broke, constantly being out of space, unable to do your epics, unable to win the contest. You know what I mean? Constantly having to upgrade services and roads, and it's just this debt. And that is the whole point in why I started the channel, was so that, you know, you could eliminate all that. Now, unfortunately, most people don't go out and venture for advice until they have a problem, right? So what ends up happening is a lot of people, they go out, they start the game, they fuck it up, and then they're at the point where they're like, okay, they go out and they look for advice. And my channel, because I don't have a lot of subs yet, doesn't get seen first. You know, most of the time you see the other two people that give out actually really bad advice. And so they go out, they venture out, they get bad advice. They continue on playing their shit city. Or they get lucky enough to have found me and then realize, oh shit, I fucked up and I need to restart, you know? And then you have the handful of people that don't want to restart. And then they don't, so then they proceed on. They realize just how miserable they are for another couple weeks. And then they finally say, fuck this, throw in the towel and just restart, right? Now, at that point, normally by then they've watched quite a bit of my videos and they've understand like just how screwed they really are. By then, you're pretty well irritated. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get why this game gets such bad reviews, but I also understand why and how the game ends up being so addictive, right? Because I was looking into some of the other city builders, and I had downloaded 3 or 4 different random ones, and they were so unbelievably confusing all at once. Like, it was overwhelming, the amount of shit that they throw at you. And so when you're not used to that, and I'm talking one of them, I don't think it was Clash of Clans, but it was something similar to it. And you open it up and it's just this huge tree of skills and all these buildings you level up and you upgrade and you've got 97 different resources and points and stars and cash and coin. It's just overwhelming all at once, and I look back to when I started playing SimCity, and yeah, sure, it's always super confusing when you're just learning, but their tutorial was pretty simple. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, here's your house, here's your services, put them over here. I think what really screws people in this isn't that it's so confusing, it's that people overlook the simplicity. For example, they don't make the connection to pay attention. And I know that sounds so, I don't even know how to explain it. That sounds so, obvious, but it's that obvious. For example, almost every question that I get asked doesn't really have a complex answer, and most of the time the answer is directly in front of your face. You just aren't seeing it, You're not making that connection. And it makes you wonder how much... I don't want to say it's all common sense, because it's not. It's almost like our brains don't pick up on it. Certain people's brains overanalyze shit more than others. Other people's brains just don't pick up on it. And when you start to look at stuff like, for example, I had a person that just now, and they've been watching my videos for a very long time, just now figured out that they can rotate the buildings. When you place a building, you can, how you pull it forward, left, right to turn it? They just realized that. They used to place it, store it, place it, store it to try to get it in a certain direction. To me, that's just so obvious. You know what I mean? What do you mean? But then it dawns on me that some people just don't make that connection. And so I start thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute here. Another thing that a lot of people made they didn't understand the connection was that there was epic pointers on the buildings. They didn't know what I meant by that. Or that when I said play competitively, they didn't know what that meant. So many people had no clue what I meant by that. That I meant to play to win it, not play to benefit from the pass only. So when I'm using those phrases, I'm assuming that people are totally understanding everything I'm saying, but they're not. They're not making that connection. And so I start looking back to my videos and go, okay, how can I teach this better? Because that's the whole thing, is making the connection with you guys. And sometimes you have to remember that when you're talking about something that seems so unbelievably obvious to you makes no sense to them, right? So if I start saying, oh, when you start an epic project, you're going to da-da-da-da-da. What if you don't even know what an epic project is? But then you start off talking about, going all the way back to preschool kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then the people that are more advanced are like skipping over your shit going, all right, I already know this. And then they're missing important information in between. And so it's just this miscommunication. And so that is why I've always kept my videos not 2 minutes long, because there's too much information to give in 2 minutes. You know what I mean? You can't give it all in 2 minutes. Now, if you choose to skip ahead, that's your fault. If you're confused and you choose to skip ahead, that's your fault. I had one guy didn't understand the 3 red roads concept. He told me he watched it 6 times. But I asked him, I said, how many roads do you have to have red? And he didn't know. And I'm like, there's no way you watched it 6 times and didn't know that. What he meant was he clicked on it 6 times. He skipped over it 6 times, but he never really listened to it. And so because of that, he had no clue what he was doing, and he made a complete ass out of himself. Once he took the 2 minutes, just the 2 minutes, to sit down and say, okay, I'm going to pay attention. Literally, no joke, about 15 minutes into the video, he finally understood everything. He didn't even need to watch the rest of it because it was all very clear, And so I'm looking over stuff like this, and I'm going, okay, for example, like this. It says right here, open for 4 days, 14 hours. How many people don't even notice that? Right? Or how many people don't click on the little I and just read this little brief message that tells you what's going on, And that happens more often than you think. And so we're talking about the main points. When you run a channel, the whole goal is to help you guys, right? And so I look at the main problems that you guys have. And obviously leveling is a major problem because of a lot of things. It's not just for rares. It's for unlocking certain things, going way too quick. Obviously the rares, but even if you had everything unlocked, you wouldn't want to excel past that point. For example, let's say you have max storage, max dozer, max everything, right? Does that mean that it's okay to proceed on to level 25? Maybe not. What other things do you have going on? Do you want to proceed to win the contest of mayors? Do you want to continue on making your epics first? There's a lot of things that you need to consider before leveling up than just, oh, what's my storage and what's my population, right? And so a lot of it is item management and coin go hand in hand. And I think that there's way too much miscommunication when it comes to coins in this game. Coins are so unbelievably easy to get, it's not even funny, okay? But they seem to be one of the biggest issues. And so I started analyzing why that is. Why is it that one of the easiest things in the game is one of the most difficult things for people? And I start realizing that the point is people are trying to figure out a way to get more coin, right? And notice how I said get. I didn't say earn, profit, make, manage. No. They want to get more coin. They don't want to put in the work, right? So when it comes right down to it, you have to look at everything. In real life, would you conduct yourself financially in real life the way you do in SimCity? No, you wouldn't. I would hope not. I would hope you would not run your business the way you do in SimCity. Most people anyway, right? You just make whatever, whenever, it doesn't matter, what profits it brings. You just sell whatever, even if it's not bringing you a profit. How many people with the Santa shop here never even added up the material cost of these items? Never even added it up, didn't even care to. Now, if this was real life, you would say, this material cost exceeds the sales price. Why am I making it? It's costing me more to make it than I'm making from making it. Why would you do that? You wouldn't. Not in real life. I would hope not. Right? So then, let's say it's real life. Would you give items to people that you're going to have to make later to get them back, knowing that if you spend 3 hours making the items you gave away versus making profitable items, you really just, you didn't make anything. So what I mean by that is, let's say that you sell an item to somebody. Let's say you sell a jug of paint, okay? And you're like, well, he paid me. Okay, yeah, he paid you. So you got the sales price. Now, you have to ask yourself, how are you going to replace that inventory? Because you're going to need it for your epic projects or whatever the case may be. You either have to find it on the global market or you have to make it. And if you have to produce it, because like a lot of things in the game, they require producing. If you have to produce it rather than purchase it, then you have to ask yourself, when you sold that, how did that cost you? If you end up having to spend 45 minutes making back paint versus making something that turns a higher profit than paint, then that costs you money, right? Because if you could have made an item worth $1,000, right, and profited $500 from that item, but now you can't make that item because you sold something else. And so now you're over there going, okay, I'm actually going to sell this item off, and now I have to make it back. Great. So now selling that jug of paint actually costs you money because now you have to replace it. And you have to replace it with time. And time is money, right? And how you manage your time is how much money you're going to have. If you spend all day on the global market spending money and no time making money, how are you going to have money to spend? If you spend your entire epic donating items, be low on coin, at the end of your epic, you sell all your items that don't turn a high profit, and then you spend the next day and a half making all the items you sold that turn less profit so that you have them. Why even sell them in the first place? You should have kept them all. Every time that you go into your group or you sell something to global just because you need quick, fast coins, every time you sell melons, cement, glue, all that stuff, it's costing you later. It is. It's costing you later. You have to make the most profitable items for money and sell those. Okay? Then you make the items that you have for yourself. If you want to help somebody in your group, that's fine. But you have to ask yourself how much you're willing to give. Every time I decide to sell cream to somebody, it's going to take away from my donut production. So if I see that somebody is constantly asking for cream, I'm scratching my head going, what the fuck are you doing with all this cream? Oh, I'm making this to make money. Oh, so you're making bread rolls, which turn less profit. Then you're taking money out of my pocket and asking for cream all day, every day, so that you can turn a higher profit and make ice cream. No. So, no. If you notice that somebody's asking for the same items every day and those items are not easy to get, why are they asking for those items all the time? Because they're either not managing their inventory well enough to where they're needing those items all the time. Why? I mean, I have one guy in my group. He asks for planks all day, every day. Okay? All the time. He constantly asks for planks. Why doesn't he have them? Why is he the only one in the group that needs them all day, every day? Well, because I can tell you why. First off, he's doing something that requires needing them. I don't know what. Maybe he has a fetish with making ladders. Maybe he's doing a lot of VU repair. I don't know what he's doing, but he needs planks more than anybody on the planet. Why doesn't he have his own? Why does he have to constantly ask the group for them? I don't know. Maybe because he's not producing them? Or maybe because he's producing something else that he thinks turns a good profit. Because why not? Everybody in the group is selling them to him. He doesn't have to make that material now. So if you start to notice somebody in your group is doing that, don't let them profit off of you. If you can purchase something on global, then it's just you paid the sales price for it and you're selling it. But if you have to make that item, that's a whole nother ballpark. Okay? So that's why I also tell people don't sell certain things to global. Sell them to the group. In a sense, every time somebody is selling you, think about it the other way around.
every time someone sells you cream, they're saving you money, right? Well, if they're saving you money, it's costing them money. Think about it like that. So think about if you're the one selling the stuff. Now, just doing that alone is going to make a huge, huge difference in your coin, okay? Stop all spending on global. So many people buy stuff on global. You have to look at what's going out versus what's coming in. If you are following the Missy's Building Guide, you are not doing house upgrades, okay? You're only doing flights for the purpose of the contest. You shouldn't even really be doing VU repair tasks, honestly. I mean, yeah, you can do VU repair here and there for maybe a key task or a VU repair task in the lower leagues, but you shouldn't be doing VU repair all day long, right? So where are your items going? Okay, you're doing epic projects. Maybe you're doing epics. That would make sense why you're broke. But I'm seeing people that aren't doing house upgrades, aren't doing epics, aren't doing VU repair, and they're broke. And I'm over there, and they're not doing road upgrades. They're not upping their services because they're not doing house upgrades. They're not increasing their population, so that's not it. So where the hell is all their coins going? Where's the cost at? The cost is in what you're producing versus what you're selling. You're buying rares, producing garbage, selling good items. Your whole system is in complete chaos. It's absolutely no wonder why you guys are broke, right? So think about it. If you have paint and somebody needs paint, well, it depends on what you got and how many coins you got and what you're willing to give. If this person is somebody who helps you all the time, then help them. That's what the groups are for. I'm not saying don't ask for stuff, and I'm not saying don't post stuff. I'm saying be careful, because people will start to depend on you, and you don't even realize they're doing it, right? I had a guy a while back. He constantly asked for flour. And I'm like, why do you need flour? And he's like, to make donuts. And I'm like, we're all making donuts and making flour. I know. I just like to run gold tokens on them. Well, so do we. Oh, well, okay. But nobody caught on. So he's just profiting on your expense. I had another guy used to ask for melons constantly, all the fucking time. And I'm like, what are you doing with all the melons? I'm making smoothies. Oh, I see. So you're benefiting off all of us. Because nobody here can make smoothies, right? Because you can only produce so many melons in a day to turn a profit for smoothies. Smoothies turn a higher profit than donuts. They do. But you can't make enough melons in a day to produce it to turn a higher profit than donuts. So if you can purchase the melons, you can turn a really nice profit on smoothies. So here he is, being all fucking slick, benefiting off everybody else all the time. I mean, you got to be careful about that shit. You know what I mean? And so now, when you need something, when you need melons, do you think he's selling them? No. Hell no, he's not. He's got them all made into smoothies. So item management is going to save you guys a ton of money, okay? I'm serious. You got to start paying more attention to what you're selling. Every single time you sell an item that you shouldn't sell, that you have to make back later, you're taking away from something more profitable that you could have made. And I cannot tell you how many times I go to People's Depots, even in my group, and I see them selling things like ladders, paint, melons. I'm talking really good stuff, and I'm over there going, okay, wait a minute. You've got 5 ladders posted for 2,100 coins. Really? I mean, look at, this is a 3-star shop, okay? 48 minutes, 5 ladders. Yeah. I mean, think about that for a minute. 5 hours worth of production, pretty much. A little under. Well, yeah, it is under, but it's like 4 hours worth of production. Point is, 2,100 coins, plus the cost of the materials, plus the time it took to make the planks, depending on whether you purchased them or made them. And here you are selling ladders. Why? Why? Why would you do that? That's crazy. You know, why wouldn't you make hammers instead? You kind of see where I'm going. So, and then you start to really think on this for a minute. How many times do you make the mistakes I'm talking about right now? Maybe one. Is it one time a day? Two? All the time? Start adding that shit up. Add up everything that you sold you shouldn't have. Everything you took a loss on. Everything you posted for somebody else that you should have kept. Maybe it's an item in your... You know how many people do their house upgrades or their repairs and they don't even look at the flipping materials? They just see a green check mark and just donate. That's crazy. Do you know how many times I've had it ask me for 5 burgers, 4 gnomes, and 3 paint jugs, and 2 ice cream? And dude, that's like $80,000 in shit it's asking me for. And people don't even think twice. They just donate. No, hell no. Re-roll that shit. There is no reason to be spending no 60 grand in items on one house repair, or one house upgrade. You see what I'm trying to say here? So you start taking little bits like that. You take epic projects are a huge, huge hit in your inventory, okay? One epic project with all 3-pointers at a level 24, this isn't even with expensive items unlocked, is no less than 142,000 every time. No less. That's a huge hit to take. And so you take that hit every day. Then you take the hit from the contest of mayors because you have to produce things you normally wouldn't. Then you're taking hits every time you sell somebody an item. Okay? Now you're taking hits every time you sell the wrong item. How many hits are you going to take? It's no wonder you're broke. Is this kind of sinking in? Try this method out. Try re-rolling certain things. Don't sell certain things. Hold on to certain things. Hold on to things that don't turn a high profit. Sell things like nails, donuts, pink drinks. Only make ice cream if you purchase the bread rolls and the cream. Then you can sell those. You can make pizza if you can purchase the beef and the cheese. You make gnomes, okay? If you're not making nails, make cement to make gnomes. Buy the glue. Don't sell glue. It's real basic shit. Sell TVs. Either make bulbs or TVs, sell them. Okay? Do not make burgers. Under any circumstances, do not make burgers. If you end up with materials that you purchased to make burgers, make pizza. Okay? Sell the barbecues or keep them and make pizza. There's too much of the same pattern with everybody. Everybody that's broke, you'll notice, and I've been playing this game a long time. Every single person in my group that is continually broke are the people that pay no attention to what they're doing. They're the people that are running their stuff like idiots. I'm sorry, they are. They're not paying any attention to anything they're doing. They're literally asking the group for shit 24 hours a day. They're producing nothing that they need to, and they're selling whatever, whenever. They don't care. They're just doing whatever. I had one girl, she didn't even have shops. No joke. No shops at all. She's like, I didn't know I was supposed to make items, she tells me. I'm like, what? Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? Look, I'm trying to wrap my head around this logic. She goes, well, I just buy what I need. Yeah, but you gotta make money. Oh, that might be why I'm always broke. You think? Then you got the people that only make what they need. That, again, is costing you money. You can't just make what you need all the time. Right? Because now you're stuck sitting there waiting. That's foolish too. Make what turns a high profit and then make what you need here and there on tokens and keep a nice rounded stock of items so that you can have what you need when you need it, and then go to the group, whatever group you're in, when you need to alleviate some of the bullshit in your inventory. Like, let's say that you have way too much of everything and you want to kind of condense everything. Maybe that would be a good time to do an epic. Or if for whatever reason you have to sell some stuff, maybe you had to make something for a contest of mayor's assignment. Offer it to your group first. Don't just sell it to global. If it's going to cost you money, it could be saving somebody in your group money than saving somebody on global that you don't even know money, right? Anyway, that's my rant for today on coins. I just see so many people, even to this day, still struggling after all my coin videos, and I think that it's because I've shown you guys, I gave you guys a production plan. okay? And I told you guys how to make good money. But the problem is your item management is all off. So during the week when you're playing the contest of mayors and you're unable to run your production plan the way that we have written, you're making all these little mistakes here and there, and it's costing you later. And it ends up being pretty problematic, really. And then you end up in this situation where you're like, well, I can't run my production that way during the week, so what do? Do I just be broke all week? No. You'll find that it'll make a huge difference. Trust me. Start with what I talked about just now, and you will see a huge, huge, huge difference. For example, I haven't been posting in 2 days for anybody, really. I haven't done anything other than just refilling my shops and selling certain items. I finally was able to get all those donuts taken care of. And I'm back up to 500,000 without even trying. Right? Now, if I was to start, and I gave Athena about $100,000 worth of items yesterday, just for nothing, you know? And so it's really, honestly, no excuse for anybody to really be broke. It's not. Especially when you guys have so many opportunities that a lot of people didn't have. You have my channel that I have really helped you guys out. Trust me on that. Okay, I wish somebody would have told me a fraction of what I'm telling you guys. You guys have a lot of really useful information that you could utilize here and do great things with, but you got to try. You got to put forth the effort, you know? That could be design, that could be math, that could be anything. You just got to stop playing. You know how when you drive home and you're like, fuck, I didn't even remember the drive home? You're on autopilot when you play. Stop going in autopilot and start really thinking about the shit you do. And you'll notice that you'll have a much easier time. Anyway, I'm going to go because I got Christmas stuff I got to get done. And I will be back either later on today or tomorrow morning. All right, you guys.